What's good, my boys? Splashy here. I wish y'all all a Merry Christmas, and today's video will be the tier list on all of the small forwards in my team. So let's get straight into it. You know my tiers. One, I got top tier, which should be for like you know who. Top tier could mean anything from they're the best at their position. Two, it could mean that they're training wheels. You know, I explained what training wheels was in my last tier list video, as in it takes no skill to use them. Like they'll just go out there and do it themselves. So that's what top tier will be. Skill gap goes for cards that can only reach the full potential if in the right hands. If they're not in the right hands, then he's just gonna look like he's useless on the court. Good is good, budget / serviceable, and bad. So let's get straight into it. First, we got Aaron Gordon at the small forward position. I don't think he's good. I don't think your small forward should have that slow of a shot unless he's bringing you so much defense on the other end that like you're happy using him. You feel me? Like, that's really all I can see from him. He does have max dunk in both aspects, but me personally, I'm not a fan of him at the 3. At the 4, it's not as bad, but at the 3, yeah. Poku goes in budget. Poku's not bad. Defensive stats aren't that good. Player build is really good. Does have a quick shot. Does have Jordan dribble style. Like he's a good budget card. He actually I'll put Poku in good. I have no problem with Poku at the 3. Next, we got Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons goes straight in the skill gap because if you can make sure nobody makes you take a shot which isn't in your rhythm, then you won't have a problem. Like he's still probably one of the best defenders on the game. He's one of the best mashers on the game. You just gotta know how to use him. Like don't shoot 10 threes with him. You know, step in for a little midi, take him to the Baja stiff arm dunk. You know, just switch it up. So Ben Simmons at the 3 isn't that bad, especially with. You can surround him with so many shooters that you can almost run 5 out with him and push to the basket. Next, we got Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram, if badged up, isn't good. If not badged up, he's just unserviceable. Like base, he's serviceable. Badged up, I would just say he's a good 3. You know, you can give him every badge on the game. Decent jump shot. Can put the ball on the ground. I wish he had a better fade because I don't think he got normal. I think he got something else. But, like, yeah, not that bad, though. But, like, Poku to Brandon Ingram, obviously I would pick Brandon Ingram, but it's nothing to write home about. Next, we got Melo. Diamond Melo goes into skill gap. So, you know, that also means that... Nah, actually, we'll get there when we get there. Diamond Melo, I know you guys remember running into the plethora of people running him at the 3 and just shooting contested jump shots, and it just went in. I'm telling you, if you can figure out my very early boys, I was shooting on very early, it is almost impossible to figure out when his shot's going to speed up and when it's going to slow down. If we could do it, though, he'd be the best person in the world. It's just impossible. For people who are early or late, you should try out a Melo because of you don't got to worry about it OD speeding up. It should be pretty easy to steal time for you. So that's that. Melo goes in the skill gap. Next, we got Danny Granger. Danny Granger isn't bad as of right now. If we was talking when he first came out, he probably would have been in budget or serviceable. He just this ain't the Granger we seen in the past. We got too many small forwards for me to just throw him in good with everybody else. Next, we got Danny Manning. Danny Manning goes in good. Can get all the usable badges. Can shoot. Normal fade. Amazing player build. Like you're not asking for much more out of him. At the small forward position, I usually say, especially the ones they drop takeover wise and season to given wise, you can use any of these guys. Like they're all the exact same person wrapped in a different wrapper. So like Danny Manning, Kiki, Jerome Kersey, all of them, Mark Aguirre, they're all the exact same person. One might have a 5 higher dunk, one might have 3 higher defense. Same badges, they're all the exact same person. Like just always remember that. Darius Miles also goes in bad just because this is not the Ruby Darius Miles from last year. His shot is now cruised. When I say cruised, I mean crucified. Like, you're not hitting that shot. Like, take him out the lineup. I don't want nobody to comment, well, I run Darius Miles, and he actually take him out the lineup and just put in thorough. Like, come on, fellas. We got to grow up. Next, we got Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman also goes in skill gap. He is one of the best defenders on the game, especially statistic-wise. Like, he grabs boards. He got max rebounds. So, like, that's really... Rebounding is actually a bigger aspect in playing defense on 2K23 than almost anything else because it's easy to get a stop. I'm not going to say easy. It's not that hard to get a stop, but it's that hard to get the stop, not foul, and get the rebound. So, if you can shoot with him and put him in positions, I think he is good at the small forward position, especially if you're trying to run big ball and you got a lot of faith in whoever, like a Ricky at the 2 or SGA at the 1. Next, we got Dell. Dell isn't good. He can get every badge on the game. He has one of the quicker jump shots that are on normal. He can shoot over the moderate gap off ball. Good, normal fade, almost everything you need from him. Like, doesn't have the best burst, but hey, who cares? He's gonna get you one. Cause he's not gonna miss. He gets good rebounds, especially on current. On current, he's amazing. On next though, he's just a regular, Coney power forward. Next we got Draymond. Draymond will go in good. The reason he'll go in good is just because like he played D. His shot just sucks. Like it really sucks. But so does Dennis Rodman's shot. So if we just going with two guys whose shot sucks, you got to take what you can take. And at least Draymond got normal fade and Jordan dribble style, so he good. Gerald Green goes in budget serviceable, just because somebody needs to go in budget. Nothing wrong with Gerald Green, actually. Like, I actually have nothing to say on him. He just Gerald Green. Grant Hill can also go in budget service, but this is the purple one. We'll be getting to the pink diamond one later. You can get almost every badge. Actually, I think he can get every badge. He's smooth, just a regular small forward, especially for people who just joining the game, etc. He's a good small forward. Next, we got Yaya, who will be the first person to crack top tier. Giannis is, as I always will say, is king trainer wheels because, like when you first start riding a bike, you can't ride it without your trainer wheels. You can't play without a Giannis on the court unless you are really, really good at the game, whether it's him, whether it's the diamond, whether it's the Emmy, whether, like, he it. Honestly, like, he's it. At the small forward position, I actually think that they kind of refer back to their old pacing, but I think putting him at the 3 kind of messed up the pacing because he's that small forward, half anchor, half bully, half clamps, half challenger, half quick first step, half clamp breaker, half poster. Like, he got a lot of stuff. His only flaw is the fact he step in every play. He's not the best on-ball defender in this game, and I still haven't figured out why, but off the ball, though, he does his job, and he will do his thing the entire year. I basically say he's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at the 3, but he can put the ball on the floor. Like, you still got to remember, when he get like an 80+ 3, he going to put the ball on the ground and go normal fade. Like, he's amazing. Next, we got Gordon Hayward. I got Gordon Hayward in good. I like Gordon Hayward. I actually have no problem with Gordon Hayward at the 3. He can get every badge on the game. Got one of the quicker shots at the 3. Does also have normal fade. Can get contact dunks. Like, for a trophy case, he is still the best trophy case small forward, like, out of everybody. Like, he's better at the 3 than James Worthy, but James Worthy better at the 4 than Gordon Hayward. But I love Gordon Hayward. Next we got Hito. Hito goes in budget serviceable. His shot is really cruised this year. Offensively, his card looks good, but once you play with him, like, he not what he used to be. He never gonna be what he used to be because they patched all the good jump shots. So he's just a serviceable forward. Like, he won't make you lose the game, but I don't think like you just gonna cook somebody up because of that. There you go. Next, we got James Worthy. James Worthy also goes right next to Gordon Hayward. I think his time is running out now that the Christmas cards just dropped and all of them can now get anchor and they already come with limitless. So, like, the thing that James Worthy had over most of these cards, especially with him being a hybrid 4, now LeBron has surpassed him and so has KD. Well, I don't know, him and KD boxing like Godzilla versus King Kong, but LeBron's passed him because he had the fact that you can give him limitless and anchor, and he already has max dunk over most of the small forward power forwards. Now LeBron with max dunk, max 3 comes out with go anchor, go limitless, and he's just better than James Worthy. But KD, it's kind of close, but that's that. Next we got Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum also goes in good. I know some people who still run Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum still shoot over the off ball. When Jason Tatum gets another card, he's gonna be so good. Like, I'm still waiting when Jason Tatum get another card. I think he's gonna be people starting small forward and starting power forward. Like, that's what I think. I like Jason Tatum. I think Jason Tatum did everything he was supposed to do at the time he was supposed to do it. Next we got Kelly Oubre. Budget serviceable. Nothing to write home about, but if you don't got one of the best teams, he's not like top tier. Next we got Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard also goes in serviceable. They changed his shot. He doesn't play as much defense as he used to. His stats aren't that gas, and his defensive stance like doesn't carry him anymore. I don't know why it doesn't carry him, but like it just doesn't carry him anymore. And that's just that. Next we got Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant goes in good. This was at the time his shot still had to hit you and he don't got no anchor. He can still put the ball on the ground. He can still go get you one. He still has a crazy wingspan. Like, he does everything he's supposed to do. Just his shot sucks. But I don't like letting people's shots suck. Put them too low unless they got Brook Lopez released. Next we got Kiki. Kiki goes right next to Danny Manning. They're the same card with a different jump shot. Compare stats, compare dunks. Like, compare stats, compare badges. They're the exact same card. One might have more shooting badges, one might have more D badges. They're the same card, just with 2 different names. This is how they This is how they treat the legends on the game. They'll drop you 10 different legends, and then if you compare them side by side, like it'll be a 5 stat difference. Next, we got Kuzma. Kuzma is in skill gap. The reason Kuzma, let me put him at the top tier of skill gap. If anybody saw me play in my invitationals and everything, I actually made it too. The 4th straight invitational $1,200 tournament. Me and JB have now made in the finals of every $1,200 PlayStation tournament. So hopefully I get y'all that gameplay whenever we play. Probably tomorrow or something is when we're going to play. Kuzma is the best catch and shoot player on the game. There is not a better catch and shoot player on the game than him. It is so hard to get a contest on him, and his shooting isn't even that high. Imagine if Kuzma had like 8 halves, like all shooting a 95 3. Kuzma's 3 isn't even 99 in game. I think his 3 is like 86 or 87 base, and you can't even cough when he catch the ball, because it's green 5, green 10, green 15, green 20, like open. Kuzma is still my favorite small forward on the game. When he gets another card, I will happily put him at the 4. I just need him to be able to play more defense. Next, we got Larry Bird. Larry Bird sadly goes in good. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, he is not top tier. He is my starting power forward, but I think Larry Bird's best job on the court is containing Giannis. He stops Giannis from getting all those fluke rebounds. He stops him in the paint. He can drop off of him and make a difference. I like Larry Bird at the 4 because of that. He can shoot from off limitless if you do know what you're doing, but like, other than that, I mean, shot is way too slow. He cannot put the ball on the ground. He doesn't have any dunk packages. His dunk can't even really touch 90, and if it does, he still don't got no dunk packages. He got basic fade. Like, he just got a lot of badges and stats, so he should be on the court doing what he's supposed to do. You feel me? Like, that's all it is. Next, we got Bron. This Bron goes in top tier because his only flaw was the fact he was capped out at bronze anchor and bronze limitless. LeBron's player card gets the most blow-bys on the game. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. I always say this, but it might be placebo. I think some of the better cards like IRR or the cards that are really like that in quick match will always have hidden tendencies, just how the Michael Jordan Opal is coming on the game right now, taking the ball out of everybody's hands without half glove. I use Michael Jordan. I walk up to you, I take it out your hand. I'm not even talking about his tendency because I'm the one reaching. I'm walking up to you. He gets the most plucks by far. Might just be because he Michael Jordan. Kobe be doing some crazy stuff because he Kobe. Bron be doing some crazy stuff because he Bron. Yaya be out there doing some crazy stuff because he Giannis. Like, it's just what it is. I think it's just because these guys are cold in IRL. And then you got people like Tim Thomas, and I can't explain him. So, that's that. Next, we got Michael Porter Jr. He goes in budget serviceable, and so does Mikal Bridges. They would be in good if we didn't have so many good small forward, power forwards. I think at this point, like, if you still running those two, you either are a crazy Suns fan or you was watching MPJ in high school or something. Next, we got Nicholas Batum. Nicholas Batum goes in bad. His shot is really cruised this year. I have nothing more to say. Somebody got to go in bad, and he's going to do it. OG is next. OG also goes in good. OG, Danny Manning, and Kiki are all the same card. OG just got blessed with this shot being on quick because of the mocap. All the same card. You will see no difference on the court with none of them besides how fast one of their shots get up. Paul George will go in top tier. I think he does everything at a high level except have a good jump shot. He can put the ball on the ground. He dunks in traffic. He gets contact. He can catch lobs. He has half limitless. He has half clamps. He has a great player build. I think his only flaw is his shot kind of sucks. But I still think he's a top tier small forward on this game, especially with his price skyrocketing down. Next, we got Paul Pierce. I wish it was another tier because he's horrible. Like, I wish I couldn't even put him next to everybody else who's bad and just make a tier for Paul Pierce. He sucks. Next, we got Pager. Pager just goes in good around where Brandon Ingram is at. Like, if you give them the right badges, I mean, they'll be serviceable on the court, but they're still a good card because they're a pink diamond. They get good stats. They get this, they get that. And he's also 6'10". So, like, you know, a 6'10" is always good at the end of the day. Next, we got Rashard Lewis. Rashard Lewis will also go in good. Like, at the 3. At the 4, it's a little bit different, but at the 3, all of these guys are good as long as you give them the right badges. Some people were blessed enough to put Hoffs on these guys, so you guys are winning. Next, you got Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay goes in serviceable. They did him really bogus this year. Took away most of his D badges. His stats aren't that good. He's capped out in a plethora of spots. I'm pretty sure they did that so when they drop his pink diamond, he can be it like in 3 months or whatever. But yeah, his card is not better than the top 2 at that position. Next, we got Scottie. A lot of people been talking to me about Scottie and told me I should put him in top tier. I'm going to put Scottie at like the top of good, though. Scottie's getting a lot better, especially with now that we don't expect too much on defense from our on-ball defender. The reason Scottie got knocked out of my lineup so quick was because I expected him to get bare stops early in the year, and Westbrook was tearing him to shreds. Like, that's really what the problem was. That's all the problem was. Now that I know that nobody's getting that many stops on the ball and you got to bring people back up and call 911 and Mayday every play, like, he's not as bad when I put him back on my lineup to try a series that y'all gonna see coming to YouTube soon, which was my no Tim Thomas, no Dr. J challenge. It's called the Load Management Series. I bench all 9 of my best players, and I give people chances to see if they can make it in my real lineup. It's gonna be a lit series when y'all get to see it. You know, I don't usually try stuff like that, so we're gonna see how that go when we get there. But yeah, Scottie got put down a lot more than he used to because of the fact that we expected too much from him. We expected too much from him on the ball. Sharif goes right next to OG, Danny Manning and them. Sharif, Danny Manning, and Kiki are the exact same card with a different jump shot. That's that. Like, literally compare them side by side and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Next we got TT. I think in the right hands, he is the best card on the game, but I won't put him in top tier. Now, the reason I won't put him in top tier is, okay, say I got 100 people and I give them all Giannis, LeBron, and Tim Thomas. Who are they going to come back and say is the best card? They're going to say Giannis, Bron, and Tim Thomas. Most people on my team don't even know how to dribble. You got to look at it from the bigger picture. I'm not going to look at it just from comp. Tim Thomas is the best card on the game to me, and he will be in my lineup until another 6'8 plus small forward who can run the offense efficiently drops. Like, he has everything. Like, his only flaw is the fact you can't upgrade some of his badges, but y'all should be happy because if we could upgrade some of his badges, he'd be playing till August. He'd be playing till next September. Be happy he only got bronze anchor. Like, if you could put it on gold or I could give him half, he's a trophy case dark matter. What's the difference between him and Larry Bird if I could give him half anchor? Well, probably that he's better. What's the difference between him and Dr. J if I could give him half anchor? Like, you feel me? Like, that's the only thing holding him back. But I will not put him in top tier for everybody. I think he is the biggest skill gap card on the game. If you are like that with Tim Thomas, you need no help from any other position. Like, you can go spot up everybody. Get out my way. I'll pass it when I feel like it. Let me go get a bucket. So I love Tim Thomas. He is my favorite card on the game. Next, we got Billy Cunningham. Billy Cunningham just go next to Draymond. He's a left-handed Draymond. Literally. With less D. He's a left-handed Draymond with more offense, less defense. Next, we got Melo. Melo goes into skill gap again. His new card shot feels so much faster than his old card. It's probably because his 3 is higher. I love Melo. I love him as an offensive option, but you got to really know how to time that thing. When I say time that thing, you got to know how to time that thing. Next, we got Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac just goes in good. I think y'all be gassing him up. He not better than Thorough. I think y'all just really like Jonathan Isaac's cards. Since the mocap, his shot got slowed down a little bit. It's not OD, but it's slow enough to get a contest on every time. Compared to last year, his shot felt a little bit faster. So, that's that. Next, we got KD when he does have anchor. I think KD, when he gets anchor, is a top-tier small forward. I think the only flaw he did have was his anchor was capped out at silver, but I think now that his D-stats got put up just a little bit, like, the difference between the Christmas cards and the old cards is more, if you look at it from a comp level, like, well, I was playing this guy, he didn't have anchor, I might as well go get the version that have anchor. Type stuff. Like, you feel me? That's like what it is. And he got half limitless now, so you can like shoot his hitch from further, and it's easier to time the hitch when you shoot from half court than on a 3-point line. I think KD's top tier though. I think most people could use him. Next, we got Lauri. Honestly, I think Lauri's top tier too. I don't never put budget players up here, but I think Lauri's top tier, bro. He like 7'3" at the 3. He literally is like KP if you could put him at small forward. But it ain't like he just don't got no defense. Lauri be playing D. I was playing Lauri at the 3 for a little bit in a few comp games until, like, you know, the Christmas set dropped. I like the Lauri. Like, he's going to eventually come back into my lineup pretty soon. I really, really like Lauri, though. He gets the rebound animations. He gets stops in the paint. He can shoot from half limitless. Like, I like Lauri. Next, we got Bron. I think, okay, so it's going to, listen. So, the Bron is the best card from the set, and then it's SGA. But this Bron is better than Giannis, but this Bron not better than Tim Thomas in the right hands. But Tim Thomas in the right hands, Giannis can be better than Tim Thomas, but Giannis in the right hand still won't be better than Bron. It's like a, you know, it's a domino effect. But I think LeBron is the best small forward on the game, and I think the only person competing with him is Tim Thomas. LeBron get the most blow-bys on the game. He get the best dunk animations on the game. He be getting crazy wacky chase downs on centers. He can contest the center. He can guard ball. He can now shoot from goal limitless. He now has goal anchor. Like, everything that was his flaw has fixed, and he got a better player build now with the new cards that dropped. I think LeBron really the best small forward on the game, unless you got Tim Thomas. I think LeBron is better than Giannis, though. I don't think LeBron's better than Tim Thomas, but I think indefinitely LeBron's better than Giannis. Next, you got Thurl. Thurl also goes in the top tier. Thurl is amazing. I think if you run Giannis at the 3 or the 4 and you need some MT, just go put Thurl in. Thurl's going to do almost everything he's going to do besides get the cracked out hidden animations that Giannis begin. Like, Giannis just jump over 4 people because he feel like it. Thurl's not doing that. But Giannis steps in every play, and Thurl's also not doing that. So you got to think about it like that. Giannis' biggest flaw is something that no other card on this game has. I don't know why he does it, though, but that's just that. But I love Thurl. I love Lauri. Lastly, we got the Pink Diamond Grant Hill. I think the Pink Diamond Grant Hill is also top tier, honestly. I like him. I think he be doing his thing. He played D, he dunked, and his shot quick enough to shoot over the gap. I like Grant Hill. So I think that will be my list. You see top tier, you see skill gap, you see good, like... Let me know what you guys think. If y'all got anybody I missed off the list, you know, it'd be getting stacked and you can only put so many on the thing. Make sure y'all let me know and I'll let y'all know where I think they would go. But just because, like, let's say y'all use one of these people in bad. Nah, if you use any of these people in bad, please go replace them. Let's say you use one of these people in serviceable. Yeah, replace them and go get Thurl too. Like, keep in mind, bro, if you running any of these people and it's not because you're a fan or you gave them Huff badges, trust me, Thurl and Lauri are better. I love every single one of y'all, though. Make sure y'all have a good, happy holiday. I appreciate all y'all for watching this video. We trying to drop a video every day to end off December, so that's why I will be dropping this video today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, though. More tier lists to come, more series to come. We got a lot of stuff planned for the new year, so we're gonna see if this YouTube could blow up, man, because I'm having fun with it. But love every single one of y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out by the Twitch, Splashy. Let me know what it is. DM me with any questions, or well, whisper me with any questions if you don't want to ask a dumb question in public, or, you know, I read almost every comment. I don't even care about losing most of the time unless I'm playing like for a crazy amount of money. And I still probably won't care. Stop by the Twitter, Splash Edition. DM me with any questions. You know, I mixed it up a little bit. And comment with any questions. Like, just let me know what it is. You feel me? Everybody got questions. You can ask them below or ask them wherever you need to. Make sure y'all have a Merry Christmas, man. It's cold outside. Make sure you put the car so close to the door that it's 3 steps away. I'm finna get up out of here, though. All of y'all have a blessed day. I'm out. Peace.